Hi YouTube, this is Joe Calton with Calton Cutlery. You can find us on the web, caltoncutlery.com. Well, it has been 2 hours. This is the third part of casting the rubber face onto the aluminum contact wheel for the home-built 2x72 belt grinder using specialty resins, Flexit 70. This is the side B. There's the side A. It does say that it has a 2-hour demold time, and if you look at the timer, it has been 2 hours. So we get to see what we got. Remember, I used snow seal as a release agent on the inside of this part of the mold. Everything went pretty good. It mixed up fairly well. The only problem that we had was that the mold here leaked, and so some of the rubber leaked out. So we'll use that and the little bit that I put into this cup. We'll take a look at it to see if it looks like it's cured before we go ahead and tear the outside off. But I'm pretty excited to see if this is to see how well this works out. Okay, so this part leaked around, and it looks like it pretty much glued that rubber, or glued the brick to the roof flashing. Here is a piece of the spillage. It's about 1/8 of an inch thick or so. It is tearing apart, but it's got quite a bit of give to it before it seems to go. I would guess that the demold time of 2 hours, it probably will also need a like a final cure time. You know, like when you're working with 2-part epoxy, you know, it sets, like say 5-minute epoxy. 5-minute epoxy sets in 5 minutes, but it's not fully cured for 24 hours. So let's go ahead and cut this little bit of tape and try to be kind of gentle taking this off of here. Okay, it does look like the snow seal acted as a pretty good release agent. You can see up here, I don't know if you can see up there. Get you a little bit closer here. You can see how it's releasing where the snow seal was applied, but where the snow seal wasn't, it's not releasing. So that lets us know that snow seal, at least, acts as a pretty good release agent, and would also kind of tell us that anything kind of like snow seal, I would bet that it would make a good release agent, like Vaseline or maybe Pam cooking spray. Now the inside of this feels a little bit tacky. The top portion is not tacky. And I was hoping to be able to reuse this this strip of roof flashing to do the 9-inch wheel, but it's deforming it quite a bit, so I'll probably just make a new one for that one. Okay, so that part came off, and that's probably the reason we had a blowout on the bottom of this, because this caulking hasn't cured all the way. In my excitement to to test this stuff out and see how it worked, I didn't give the caulking enough time to set up. So far, I'm kind of thinking that the next time I try this, I'll kind of do it the same way, but give the caulking a full day to cure. Or maybe even use epoxy or something. It's sticking pretty good to this ceramic tile. There's some more chunks of it we can play with. Let's see if we can't get this brick off of here. And it cuts about like rubber. As in, it cuts, but you can really feel it dragging on the sides of the blade. Now I've got a rubberized shop brick. Okay, now I did not have any release agent on the bottom, and there's also that little bit of caulking, so it might make sense. How much time do we have? 12 minutes, okay. To kind of come around the edge here. Maybe give it a little bit of help to get it started. There we go. It looks like our caulking on the bottom held. Doesn't look like we had any of it run down underneath. Sure is messy though. Okay, there goes the bottom. It does have a little bit of give to it, and it looks like we might have got away with, does look like it shrank just a little bit. Now I'm not sure if that was the material shrinking or if that was you know, the material leaking out of the bottom, lowering the level while it cured. But the caulking on the bottom seems to have done its job of letting me have a little bit of overhang on the bottom part like this. And the caulking did stop it from spilling over into the top part of the wheel. And let me grab my calipers to see if we lost too much. No, we're a little bit over 2 inches. And if I hold the straight edge, of the calipers up against the flat part of the wheel, it looks to me like it might be a usable wheel or a usable coating. Alright, so I do believe this is a good way to work with this product, with this sort of a mold. I think I need more time for the caulking to cure to create a seal around the bottom so that the stuff can't run out. I think I am going to go ahead and set that back down there like that, let it cure overnight, and then maybe tomorrow, if it doesn't have this, well, just kind of depend. I mean, it still feels like it's curing. Still feels kind of wet, and the durometer, while it feels pretty close, it just doesn't feel like it's set up all the way yet. So I believe we'll let this sit overnight, and then take a look at it in the morning. Start testing these little bitty pieces, like I said, for what happens when you freeze it, what happens if it gets hot. And then go ahead and put it on the lathe, see how it turns, see what kind of cutter I need to clean it up. The sides mostly. For this application, with it having a belt running over the top of it, I want to clean it up to where it's, of course, round, you know, so I don't have any extra vibration in the grinder. But yeah, we'll have to see how it turns out. Again, this is specialty resin Flexit 70. I've got about a 1/2 inch coating of it on the outside of the aluminum wheel, and followed the 6-minute working time, the 2-minute or a 2-hour demold time. So far it's been really easy to work with. It doesn't stink, doesn't create a whole bunch of heat when it's you know, when it's curing or anything, and it seems like a good material. I guess we'll find out when we get that wheel finished out and get it on the grinder and get it into service. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.